So we have Thomas van Heerden on Nightfall versus Navare Wilson playing
Eternal Command.
some rug value tempo.
Still trying to
Interesting, very
resolve
interesting.
demands in the current modern landscape.
It's not such a bad card.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, they've got it going here.
okay, so Thomas leads on Misty No Dork. Sinava pitching with a Scalding Ton, most likely pitching a blue
These life
source so he
totals.
can cast Searing Visions.
Um, so this guy's on 19. Both of them on 19 at the moment.
Well, Nava's shocked, so it looks like he's going to be on 17.
Okay, Thomas is currently one up, and I think Navarre got a draw.
Yeah, so he's going to look to make the most of this pay-up situation. Okay. Navasi 2 lands and he slides to the bottom. And ships it back to Thomas. Thomas fetching a Temple Garden tapped in the end step. Okay, Navar scrying one of the lands to the top.
Sneaky.
A little bit of out of order sequencing, I believe they call it.
That's just weird. It's just rolling back, but it's fine.
I'm not sure if it's a sleight of hand, or Searing Visions.
Young Pyro. Turn 2. Does it get past? It does.
Navar shouldn't be too upset with that.
It's expected, you know. It's a must answer creature. It's the reason he plays it.
Okay, so Van Heerden dissolving a Knight of the Reliquary here. I really hope Navar has an answer for this because that lady can get
He's
up
got an
control real quick.
Electro and a Cryptic. He's almost on for Cryptic, yeah.
As long as
And
he
a
has the
Snapcaster
land.
Mage. He's got tempo for a few turns here. Can play that island. Ewit gets back Serum Visions. Sticks to Serum Visions. This is horrid. There we go.
Sees a thirst for knowledge and an unknown card. Puts them both on top. Does he have any artifacts to throw away? Oh, he's got the Ether Vials.
And they suck late. So
That's
it's actually a nice way to make sure you don't sit with the dead Ether Vials later in the game.
I like that.
Once your mana is developed, you can just chuck them, you know. What is it? Draw 2? Discard 1?
Draw 3,
Draw
discard
3,
2
discard
unless
2
you
unless you discard an artifact.
That's the one.
Very nice.
Okay, so Thomas activating his Knight here. Fetches a fetch land.
Cracks.
Gets a plains. What is he ramping up to here?
A big knight.
Sure. Probably a collected company main phase.
It is. While Nava's tapped out, you know, taking advantage of the blue deck, using all of its mana.
Thomas always with the heads up plays. Oh man, he gets some serious hits of that.
Double knight and also a Voice of Resurgence, which is exceptional against
Cryptic Command style decks.
That deck over there.
Yeah, this is looking really, really awkward for Navare right now.
He does have 4, 5. He's got something resembling a lock here. He's close. He needs 2 more mana.
The lock's just going to make Thomas have a lot of voice tokens.
Sure. And also once he finds the retreat, he can just untap his guys.
I don't think this is the retreat version of the deck. I think this is the straight green, red, bust up all your lands version.
He still named it Nightfall, but it's probably not. He's playing Ramune Up Excavator.
Yeah, how many Ghost Quarters is he playing? That'll give us a clue.
4. Full 4, yeah.
So he's on the I don't want you to be able to cast many things plan. Okay, so he's just on green-white Coco. Okay, so the Huntmaster got Path, I believe. Yes, I see another path in Thomas's graveyard. Yeah, so that Huntmaster was most likely going to take out the voice, turning
Navare
the...
taking another point there. So I think he's on 16. Let's just get this feed volume a little bit higher.
Okay, so we're back in Thomas's pre-combat main. Good chance he'll be sending at least one of those knights in.
Ghost Quarter happening. How many hits does Thomas have before it's a strip mine here? 1, 2, 3, 4 basics I see.
Yeah, those are all the basics.
And that's it. So yeah, he's just
It's
found himself a strip mine.
Strip mine's online.
5 basics.
5 basics. I see 4.
4 basics. That's a stomping ground behind the island. He's got all 4 of the basics in his deck list on the battlefield. If he's an excavator,
Things are going to get ugly.
This is going to be awkward.
Is Thomas playing ways to play multiple lands a turn?
No, it's just the excavator. He plays them from the graveyard.
I think he might have one Azusa.
I do remember that from, yes, he's got a single Azusa in the list. Thomas playing his own Eternal Witness. Getting back Coco. He's very practiced with this deck. There's zero hesitation.
You might not have any in the deck, but this is definitely his stomping ground.
The what?
Thomas, with the green-white decks.
It's definitely
his stomping ground. Even though they aren't
his
in
stomping
the deck.
ground. Double Cryptic.
Yeah, those cryptics aren't looking great.
He's just got to stop Thomas from resolving a Ramming Up Excavator. And he might have a way out here. He plays nothing resembling a sweeper anywhere in his 75.
Yeah. He can't even afford to play the Hibernation because he's a green deck himself.
He's got to find a way to deal with that Voice of Resurgence in his main phase so that his Cryptic Lock is actually meaningful.
Yeah.
Coco in response.
Okay, so Navare did well to get rid of that Coco. But in my experience, whenever you click Thomas, he draws a replacement of the exact card you took.
What was it? He's got double Finks now and another Voice of Resurgence.
I mean,
in his
it's
hand.
Basically the same as if you just resolved the Coco.
He just has to cast it over 2 turns as
Yes.
opposed to getting them in at the end in your end step.
Yeah.
Must block. Those things are gigantic.
How many lands? Is there no double block to get one off?
4, 5. No, there's 6 6s or 7 7s.
Oh, so you would have had to triple block.
Lose your board and then die next turn to the glorious beats.
And
gets in for 3 because there's no profitable block here.
Navare is sending a message.
He does have Cryptic. I think he's gonna try and tempo, just hold tempo by tapping his team, possibly drawing a card, maybe bouncing the Voice of Resurgence and trying to counter it on the way back down.
Possibly.
Does he have a snare or pierce somewhere? He's got spell snares. It's entirely possible that that's his thinking.
What is Thomas up to? He's probably doing some Gavin shenanigans.
That's a Ghost Quarter.
Oh wow, he's going to absolutely destroy Navare's mana.
Double Ghost Quarter.
Thomas remembering his voice trigger. Luckily that token's also going to be tapped when the Cryptic resolved. Okay, so that's the end of Cryptic commands for Navare.
Ooh. Death. That's another 4 life gain for Thomas. Right back up to 19. Navare cheekily asking if Thomas has played against blue decks before.
I think the answer might be yes.
It's a strong possibility. He is dead in the water here.
Yeah. I'd just pick him up, save some time for the next couple of games. Those kitchen finks has really stymied Navare's
Ability
hopes
to
of
to just try to
racing.
close out the game quickly
Yeah.
it's not happening.
He had Thomas on a 4, maybe 5 turn clock with the bolt that he drew. Just not enough time to get there thanks to the ghost quarters.
Yeah, he's done.
Okay. Good call, Navare. Yeah, that would have won the game. Navare just outlining the cryptic swing, bolt, snap, bolt, tempo plays.
Super quick game.
Yeah, these guys are both quite comfortable with the
Yeah.
format. They graciously, move through their fetching and shuffling quite quickly.
Ah, yes, sideboards.
Sideboards. So Thomas probably puts Navare on Eternal Command. I mean, he saw Witness in a blue deck and a Cryptic Command. The question is Navare going to keep the vials in for this next game?
Why is this looking so broken here? Oh, that is disgusting. Anyway, fix that in a second. Destructive Revelry, no. Ancient Grudge, no.
Is it
What is
Static
Navare
Costa?
looking
We
at?
could
Static
get into
Costa's
that.
fine.
Was that a... So let's see Navare's sideboard.
It's got Static Costa, Ceremonious Rejection, and Anger probably
Yeah.
comes in here.
Definitely want that anger.
There's 2 Feeder Clans, Spellskite, Ancient Grudge, Destructive Revelry, 2 Oozes, 2 Molten Rains, copy of Engineered Explosives.
Yeah, that should definitely come in.
Soul of Temptation. It's good to take
That's,
a knight.
I like that. Yeah.
And a Glenlender Archmage, which might also be fine. Thomas on 3 Engineered Explosives, 2 Eldritch Evolution, 2 Stony Silence, a Pride Mage, Selfless Spirit, Aven Mind Sensor, 1 Scavenging Ooze, 1 Kataki, an Eidolon of Rhetoric, probably just a hat tip to Storm, because it is in the room today. Alan Vala.
Yeah, that's for the
Good
other
guy.
creature matchup,
Yeah.
elves, robots, that kind of stuff.
And Sigarda that makes you hexproof.
No, that's Sigarda that breaks Jund.
Oh, no sacks and no life payment for things.
No, that's the opponents can't make you sacrifice things, and she's hexproof and flying.
You can't pay life for.
No.
For
Oh, and
activated
yeah, you
abilities.
can't. Is it you can't pay life?
You can't pay life. I'm pretty sure.
No,
is it
that's
this angel?
grand. That's Angel of not Angel of Jubilation. It's the 4-mana one.
Okay, because they can't force you to sacrifice.
They can't make
things.
you sacrifice things, and then she's the 5/5 flying hexproof, which is probably just good enough against Navare. Okay.
Is he shuffling up for game 2 now? Course of Crufix. Still shuffling.
Do the X's cause issues?
I think so.
Okay, so Navare's got a reasonable opening hand, Searing Visions and some Cryptic Commands. He's really going to want to find some removal of the Searing Visions though. Gets a Scalding Tarn, scries Ether Vial, and a card that I didn't see. Looks like he tapped the Ether Vial, even though he doesn't have any creatures to cheat in with him. Thomas leads on Noble Hierarch of a Forest. Okay, we see the ether valve from Navare here.
Yeah, good on turn 1. Hey,
Yeah, not so much good on any
was
other
this the
turn.
second turn that
Yeah.
he played it on? Okay, so he's what is it? A tap Shockland on turn 1, untap Misty Rainforest. Thomas has taken a point of damage. Make that 2.
And Navare would
What's
have
his
loved a
pre-drop?
demand for this turn. Outside of the voices, Thomas's deck is pretty soft to those 2-mana counters. Like a demand this turn would have been a huge tempo swing. Would have gotten you that extra card deep. And we see there, Navare did bring in the engineered explosives, which is quite good. A lot of Thomas's creatures are at 3 mana, especially the high
Finks,
impact
Knights,
ones.
Corsair, Tracker, Eternal Witness, Renegade Rallier, Azusa, Ramunap Excavator. The bulk of his deck is at 3 mana.
3 mana, getting max value of those collected companies. Looks like
Navare's
Navare's
taken a point
flooding
there.
out here.
What is he sitting with? He's got
Lands and double cryptic.
2 Cryptics. Suppose Modern is a far cry from the format where Cryptic could save you in basically every situation.
Especially when they sneak that voice in off curve under your cryptic command. Oh dear, this is a lot of damage.
4/4 Knight, double Exalted trigger. That's 6 damage in total. I think Navare goes to 13 here.
Navare's not in good shape. Even
12.
with double cryptics, he's got nothing to race with. He's going to need to find...
Well, he does have the lands to play them. We do know that.
He does. But the thing is, Knight's going to be getting way out of hand. And even if he finds... Oh no, another land off the top for Navare. Even if he does find an anger, that Knight will still be left over.
Yeah, Tom just gets in with a Knight here. It's just a thing for a bit, but he's probably just going to say combat.
Navare kind of giving away that he has the cryptic with that question.
What do you ask when it dies?
Whenever I cast something,
Okay.
and with nothing on the stack pre-combat, you know what that means.
Yep. Combat Cryptic. He was going to do it anyway, and I don't think it changed Thomas' line. But
you can't bounce the token Navare. It doesn't exist. So the players are just discussing the interaction of the cryptic making the token. Yeah, so you need to put both the spell on the stack with both targets or both modes, and depending which mode you choose, they'll need targets when they go on the stack. The token isn't on the battlefield when that happens, so Navare's not able to bounce it.
Collected company in response. Does not feel good for the blue major having his tapping out and then eating a cocoa. Oh,
that is disgusting.
Still responding by getting a ghost quarter. Now he's got
go after that grove, most
Azusa.
likely.
And if he finds a Ramunap Excavator, the game is pretty sad at the moment. Team needs to get tapped.
Well, Thomas is still responding.
I doubt he's got anything else to do. Yeah.
Okay. Glass. This is just all sorts of glass.
Did he crack his Horizon Canopy there?
Yeah.
Okay, so he just... Wait, no, it hurts when you make mana.
When you make mana, yeah. Okay. Oh, he drew the witness.
It's not going to get him out here. He's
It's
got one more
It's
cryptic.
infinite fogs. There's a cryptic in the graveyard.
Oh, and Ether Vial on 3 mana. Okay, no, I didn't see that. So he's got the mana to do it.
Yeah, so Thomas needs to find a way of breaking up the interaction.
He needs
So
to
he
take
a
another
path,
land.
He needs a path or something.
Excavator does it here. Although Navare might just fetch basics. I don't know how many he has.
Well, would Excavate even resolve?
Counter tap would be good. Oh, snap.
We have more responses, says Thomas. Every blue mage's worst nightmare.
We have more responses. Yes, Your Majesty.
Yeah, so this Coco, unless Thomas finds something that breaks up this interaction, basically means nothing, because eventually Navare's going to be able to get something onto the board.
He's going to gain a lot of life.
Yes.
And a whole lot of life. Those just came off Collected Company, correct?
Yeah.
Not spending any life here. He didn't go fetch land with the knight, did he?
No. So he's just going to be netting life at this stage. He's also building a scribe between the knights and the courses. So he may well be able to find the path he needs to break up Navare's
Where did that forest come from? Did he fetch
He's activating the knights.
Oh, sure.
Gain 1,000,000 life. Puts him back up to 20.
Wow. Passes the turn back. Navare cracks going down to 11. I think he's going to activate the Ether Vial now.
Yeah, I think he has
Thomas
to.
Doesn't have path available.
Well, he does in a way. He could go scout himself to get the white source.
Sure. I don't know if he wants to do that, though.
I don't think it'll hurt him at all to do that. I mean, he's got all the dorks to make more mana if needs be. Also gains him 2 life. Navare will be able to sneak a cheeky 2 points in. Navare doing another land. Oh no, sorry, a Huntmaster. I don't think he can play that anytime soon. So, do you think he should cast the Cryptic in his upkeep?
In Thomas's upkeep?
Yeah.
To prevent what, precisely?
Potentially drawing a path, who knows?
Oh, potentially
It also cuts him off mana from the dorks.
If he does it in the upkeep. It looks like we've gone past that step, though.
Yes.
He's got an
Engineered
E.
explosives is a problem.
Tapping how much mana? 1. He's just looking to get rid of that Ether Vial there.
Yeah.
Since it makes mana for Eternal Witness. There are not enough modes on Cryptic Command at the moment. Can he fight? Is it counter and tap team?
It could be counter and tap the team.
And he's got to find a Snapcaster Mage to buy back one of the Cryptics so he can...
No, I think he's got another... Oh, he's got 1 Cryptic in hand, 1 in the graveyard.
Yeah, he's happy to lose the Hierarchs here. The 2 Hierarchs.
It's a very tricky situation. He could just bounce the Witness, buy back the Vial, but that's super slow and he probably dies.
Yeah, and then he'll take a jillion damage from Thomas's board.
I think you're rounding down there slightly, but that sounds about right.
I don't think he can afford to do anything but tap the team at this moment. The other mode is debatable.
Well, he's almost at the point where he can cast both spells every turn.
Yeah, there are Ghost Quarters
outside of the Ghost Quarters. But I mean, it's a situation where he does have the basics to keep doing that for a turn or 2.
Get another token.
Okay, so this is probably where we're going to see the explosives get activated. I know he's got the path. Of course he does.
Aye. Aye. Ah, he's done.
Yeah.
He just gets the concession for that.
Yeah.
So wow. Super quick game. 2-0 to Thomas. Scary board, and Navare just didn't have enough time to get his loop going. He does
Yeah.
have inevitability, but Thomas gets to sort of put pressure on that aspect of his deck just
Yeah.
by having Rumming Up Excavate in his deck. Because he's
Yeah.
got an infinite amount of ghost quarters that he could play.
Yeah. This color combination isn't as powerful as it used to be anyway because Bolt's not
Yeah, Ball
the
doesn't
kill
hit as
all it
much.
used to be. I was actually thinking of putting together a Sultai version of this with
Oh, just for
access to
push.
Fatal Push. Yeah.
You have trouble dealing with a big knight in Rug.
Yeah, you Vapor Snag's basically your only option. Like it outgrows Dismember so fast it's ridiculous.
That's saddening.
You hardly have time to get an Engineered Explosives on 3 because they have faster mana than you. It's just a really, really...
What did he bring in? Just showing his
You brought in the
side
Sower and an
to try and
EE.
take a knight.
Yeah. But like, so even if you play the Sower and you steal the Knight, Tom's just got so many more creatures than you.
And he's got more lands in the graveyard too, so
Yeah.
his knights are bigger than yours.
Well, there's that, but the way that he aggressively ghost quarters his opponents, it's not unreasonable to think that if you steal a Knight, it'll be huge. And you could, well, Navare could even activate it off his own forests.
Because he does have forests.
I mean, maybe
He has
it's
so few basics in his deck though. So Thomas has got a good deck for the day, I think, for the metagame in general. Just
yeah,
greedy mana bases abound in Modern, and this is a way to punish those decks a lot.
yeah.
I'm wondering what he brought in. Was it Engineered Explosives? Definitely.
We definitely saw Engineered Explosives.
Possibly Pride Mage, but I don't know if he knows. Well, he saw the Eternal Command, so he probably expected.
He probably brought in the Pride Mage. He maybe brought in Mind Sensor as well.
Very good.
And Scavenging Ooze, because this is no
just
doubt a
all-star.
Snapcaster deck.
Fair enough. Nothing else to... Eidolon Rhetoric does...
Nothing. So the Witness comes in.
Oh yeah,
off the
Witness
pile,
main
and then
phase, your turn,
So,
Cryptic.
yeah, Eidolon against counter magic decks is not that good because it makes their counter magic better.
Yeah.
So you cast your one spell, they counter it, and that's the end of your turn.
It does turn off Snapcaster Mage, which is why I thought he might bring it in.
Fair. I think
Why?
it does more work turning off your turn in the face of Cryptic Command.
And perhaps stopping Storm. Yeah, you
Their
wanna do
spell does
something
two
else.
things,
Your spell does one.
goes straight to the graveyard.
Yeah, so that's round 2, and we will see you next round.